fucking time with all this.
What you saying, people? Back with a bang. This is the money management. So as you guys probably know by now, or you've probably heard from somewhere, there's a guy who bought 17,700 bottles of hand sanitizer and he was selling them on Amazon, and now he's been banned and he cannot sell them anymore. I've seen so many complaints about this on the internet, so many comments on this on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere. And I thought today I'd just address the situation and tell you guys exactly what I think about it. Now, as you guys know, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman. I enjoy making money. But there comes a time where you need to watch what's, past the limit, what's going over the top. And I think with this guy, he might have slightly went over the top. However, a lot of people are mad at this guy because he bought a lot of hand sanitizer and now obviously he's not allowed to sell it. Let's first check the facts. See what the situation is and analyze it. Supply and demand. Plain and simple. It's supply and demand at the end of the day. Think about the iPhone you bought in the past. Think about the Jordans you bought in the past. Guess what? You paid $200, $300 for those Jordans. You paid $800, $900 for that iPhone. Guess what? It cost $4.39 to create those Jordans. It cost $7.62 to make that iPhone. You bought it. You paid for them. You pay for those kind of things. Now, you might say, yeah, but not everyone has Jordans. Not everyone has an iPhone. That's true. You're right. Not everyone has hand sanitizer. You know why? Because hand sanitizer is not a necessity. Even in a time like this, when everyone is screaming about hand sanitizer, wash your hands properly and do it regularly. And you don't need any hand sanitizer. So of course, people are like, oh yeah, but now that guy has, ordered 17,700 bottles to himself at home. He can't do anything with them. Well, he can't do anything with them on Amazon because they blocked him. I'll tell you what he could do, and this is what you probably are mad at again. He could set up a website, run some ads. In fact, his name is already out there. He might even be able to get rid of it without having to run any paid ads. You can set all that up and be sold out within 24 hours. I guarantee you. Everyone wants to shout, oh, it's price gouging. Guess what? You're actually just mad that you didn't think of that idea. You're actually mad you didn't buy all those bottles. You're actually mad that supply and demand didn't work in your favor. Now, there are so many things you guys have paid for which cost so many, like a few cents, a few dollars to make in some, warehouse in China. But I don't even want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about hand sanitizer because everyone's going on about this hand sanitizer thing. From an immunology standpoint, understand this. Non-stop sanitizing your hands is bad for you. When it comes to immunology, that's bad for you. Putting on hand sanitizer every few minutes, every hour, that's not good for you. That's not good for your immune system. That's not how it's supposed to be done. I think people are going to learn the hard way when it comes to all this. Those kind of things like hand sanitizer are not essential. If you're at home and you're, regularly eating your vegetables, regularly washing your hands with warm water and soap, drinking your water, getting exercise, doing the right things for your health, for your body, you're not going to need all that hand sanitizer. You're not. It's quite simple. Plain and simple. You're not going to need it. At the same time, I think this crisis or whatever, this issue with this, 17,700 bottles of hand sanitizer, I think it's a good thing. Because it makes people wake up, it makes people understand and see opportunity. Now, there was a kid in England last week who was also selling hand sanitizer at his school. Of course, he got banned from school. Again, why has he been banned? These are people coming up with smart business ideas. These are people using their minds, using their brains. And other people who are banning them, other people who are, discouraging them, other people who are insulting them, they're just angry that they didn't think of it themselves. If it was, a situation where you were the one who was doing it, you were on the correct end, you were on that right end of the transaction, getting the money, making the money, you wouldn't be complaining. It would be taking you out of a bad situation and putting you in a better one. If, selling 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer gave you a chance to go on holiday, while work is cancelled for 5 weeks, you'd take it. I guarantee every single one of you would take it. And, this all relates back to side hustles. Because a crisis like this opens up our eyes. Honestly, sometimes a crisis like this forces people to learn the hard way, and I think it's a good thing. This shows you how dangerous it is to have just purely one source of income. When I talk about one source of income, I'm talking about your work, your 9 to 5, your everyday job. There's nothing wrong with having those jobs, but I need you to have something on top of it. A side hustle, making money from something, doing extra work, building a skill, monetizing a skill. Have you made money from COVID-19? Have you made money from the pandemic? If not, why not? What's stopping you from setting up a website where you sell thousands of face masks? What's stopping you from setting up a website where you sell hand sanitizer, you sell a quarantine care package, You sell stuff which is actually going to help people, stuff which people need, stuff which people are too lazy to go out and buy, stuff which people can't find on, you know, store shelves, those kind of things. When you think of it as well, does no one think grabbing thousands of toilet roll in stores is not quite crazy? If you're perfectly healthy, you will have, you know, normal bowel movements. You won't have all this crazy stuff going on when you're, I don't know, what's going on with your stomach, but you don't need all that toilet paper. So of course, everybody, or almost everybody on the internet is going to attack this guy in Tennessee for, you know, price gouging and being selfish, being greedy, buying one of these hand sanitizer bottles. Now, let me tell you this. I don't completely agree with him because what he's done is a bit over the top, a bit too far. But now the fact that he's actually got it, he might as well get rid of it in a smart way. Would I have bought 70,700 bottles of hand sanitizer? No, that's a bit too much, to be honest. But if you buy a few hundred bottles, if you buy 1,000 bottles, I can't really complain. I can't really, you know, stop you from doing that. I can't really point my finger at you and say, why are you doing that? Because again, Apple are doing the same thing. Nike doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing with Jordans. They're doing the same thing with all your designer clothes. And you people are still buying it. But now that it's hand sanitizer and it's essential in this crisis we're in, everyone wants to get mad. Everyone wants to throw their hands in the air. Everyone wants to throw a fit. I understand why, but don't look past the fact that in this kind of time, if you're smart, you're going to succeed and you're going to make money from these kind of pandemics. You're going to make money from, you know, people being ridiculous. Again, I'm going to say 17,000 bottles is too much. But let's say he bought less. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it from him. There are people selling toilet roll online, you know, for $105 for one. Of course, that's ridiculous, but you don't have to buy it. Remember that. You never have to buy it. You never have to buy it. I think Apple's prices are unbelievably ridiculous. I think Nike at times, their prices are unbelievably ridiculous. But I don't have to buy their products. When I buy their products, I choose to. Funny enough, I still think it's expensive, but I still buy it. You're probably wondering, why would you do that? Well, because I feel like other things, I'd rather not buy them, so I buy these products instead. The same thing with hand sanitizer. You don't have to buy it. Buy a nice bar of soap and wash your hands with warm water if you have water at home. But, just to end the video, if you guys don't know, well, actually, 2 days ago, this guy in Tennessee actually donated all the remaining 70,700 bottles of hand sanitizer. So if you are mad, or you're angry, or whatever, it doesn't matter anymore because he donated all of them. Maybe he waited too late, maybe he, you know, let the internet get to him, maybe he reacted too late, wherever it may be. Maybe he was intimidated by you guys who were saying you were going to burn him and do all sorts of stuff to him. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter. He's donated them, so quite frankly, the abuse needs to stop. He probably understands what he's done wrong. And quite frankly, I find it a little bit funny. I understand now, you know, people are going to say, oh, we're in poverty-stricken times, we're this and that. I understand that. But at the end of the day, we see just how ridiculous the world can be, just how people's minds think differently, and just how funny, you know, in these times, people can act. But of course, you know, he's donated them now, and that was not his original plan. His original plan was to empty stores across Tennessee for his profit. But of course, now he's not able to profit from it, and of course, like I said, he's donated them. So let's give him a pass and, you know, leave him alone now. He's probably suffered enough abuse, death threats, you know, abused her, his wife, his brother, his family, whatever it may be. Let's leave him alone. Let's forget about it and start focusing on our own goals and dreams. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like. You subscribe if you're new around here. You comment as always. Share, you know, with a friend as well. They might find videos on this channel that they feel are actually useful to them. Make sure you guys check out all those links in the description. There are free links there to help you profit and stop worrying about other people's lives. But that's today's video, guys. I've got money to making. You got money to making. See you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.